Welcome to ProfileTree TV. We are very lucky to be out of the office today and we are actually down in Daisy Lodge in Newcastle. I'm so excited to have Joan Burden, who is the Hospitality Manager for Cancer Fund for Children, with us today. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself, Joan. Thank you so much for inviting us down and letting us come down to see this beautiful facility.
Welcome, Michelle. It's lovely to have you down here at Daisy Lodge. And yes, I am the Cancer Fund for Children's Hospitality Manager down here in Daisy Lodge, our therapeutic short break centre, where we support families that's impacted by cancer.
Wow. And your role as Hospitality Manager, what does that involve?
Well, my role is that I would look after all our hospitality services within Daisy Lodge. We support families that come down here for a short break during and after treatment, where they can come away away from hospitals to treatments, and we understand the impact that cancer has on these families, so when they come down to Daisy Lodge. So I'd look after all the hospitality services from front to house, all the catering and housekeeping, to ensure that we have a high standard of hospitality to welcome families here for a short break.
It's amazing, and it's an absolutely beautiful facility, and no doubt we'll do some cutaways to it to really show it off, because it's absolutely amazing. But interesting background, how did you come into this role? You kind of don't always put cancer charity and hospitality together, I suppose?
Well, I come from a hospitality background. I have been in the hospitality industry for over 30 years now. I started out I've worked in hotels and restaurants and studied as a chef, and then I moved into the management side. I'm with Cancer Fund for Children now for 22 years.
Wow.
So I understand what we do, and I see the benefits, very rewarding job, and the benefit it has for families. And I went back to uni a few years back, and I studied hospitality and tourism management, and done a degree in that, and done a part-time while working in Daisy Lodge full-time. So I have a great understanding of the hospitality industry and delivering that service.
So talk me through, when a family does come to avail of the services of Daisy Lodge, what sort of experience do they get?
Well, when a family comes to Daisy Lodge, it's when they arrive here, they're exhausted, they are tired, they've maybe spent a lot of time in hospital or on treatments. And it's when they come down to Daisy Lodge, it's like saying, we've got them, we're going to look after them in this time when they're here. They'll come to Daisy Lodge and they'll be met by our team here at Daisy Lodge, which is a fantastic team. And we'll welcome them to Daisy Lodge, and we will show them to our amazing bedrooms and have the space for them, and to our facilities, what we offer them. We offer them all their meals are provided for them, from breakfast, lunch to dinner to supper. So the mum doesn't have to worry about cooking, cleaning, so it's giving them quality time as a family. It's about coming to Daisy Lodge and spending quality and making memories as a family, coming down to Daisy Lodge where they can spend that family quality time together. And when they're here, they will have our cancer support specialists, where they can they can have one-to-one support, they can have group work support. They also, when families come to Daisy Lodge, they also have that support from other families.
Yeah.
They're very, very isolated, so maybe where they live, and they feel isolated and they're on their own, and they're the only person going through that. But when they come to Daisy Lodge, they're making that link with other families who understands, and there's nobody who understands in other families what they're going through, that they're going through it themselves. So they can make that connection and really make friends. And we've met families from different areas, and they come to Daisy Lodge and they met and they become good friends, and they keep in touch after they leave Daisy Lodge, and it's about that support that they get here. We have lots of activities when they're on sites, and some group work. So there's a lot of good work happens in Daisy Lodge.
So you can imagine it's your time just to be back to being a normal family, a normal child, a normal mum.
That's really, really true. It's just being normal. And some of these families just sent for that short period of time when they were in Daisy Lodge, they just felt like a normal family. They just felt like a family, where when they're isolated, and maybe mum's in hospital, and the child and siblings are maybe with granny and grand, or an aunt or uncle, and they're very separated as a family. And sometimes when family comes down here, even like to sit down and have a meal together, they feel like that's maybe something they haven't done for a while. And
yeah.
It's just so simple. It's the simple things of being a family and just feeling connected. And you know, it being empowered and having that connection as a family, just to spend quality time together. And so,
and as you say, children seeing maybe children in the same situation that they're in, that understanding, that completeness of, do you know what, we understand.
they do, and they understand. And we have a cancer support specialist who totally understands the, you know, the impact of cancer on these families, and they would do one-to-one support, group work support. So there's a lot of good support, you know, and connecting that family together as a family. Sometimes families are just disconnected.
Yeah.
But it's bringing them together to be a family again. And when they arrive here, they leave Daisy Lodge, you can see the difference. And to me, this job is very, very rewarding, because when I see families arrive and exhausted, tired, and those few days in Daisy Lodge for that short therapeutic break, they leave here feeling just re-energised, feel energy, ready for what lies ahead of them, and they have a lot to deal with. So just giving them that time here, it really, really gives them that support to deal.
And I think as a charity, you've thought through everybody in the family, because it's amazing to see that you've got the activities for the children, but you've got the little spa area for the mum and dad or the grandparents or whoever's coming to support the family, that everybody has a wee bit of me time.
Yes, we would have, when families are here, it's about supporting the whole family as a family, and cancer impacts in everybody, and it's just like a devastating impact on the whole family. And Cancer Fund for Children understands that impact. And when they're in Daisy Lodge, they will have like they group work, and something for the children, something for mum and dad. We have complementary therapists here, with mum and dad have a treatment where they can relax, and it's just about having that time away and just being a family.
And as you say, just getting everybody having a little bit of me time as well within that family time.
Absolutely, it's about having them time, and Daisy Lodge creates this space where a family can just have time together, as you know, where they can just be a family, quiet time, but there's space here where they can meet other families and spend that time and meet other families in a similar situation as them, and know better people that understands what they're going through. They connect and meet other families.
And so obviously you run events here as well, so it is a community-based centre that people are able to use for other things as well?
Yes, absolutely. On our quiet times and maybe our midweeks, we would use this here for fundraising events as a great way of income, where we can host that events by our Daisy Lodge team, and we get less than 0.5% of government funding. So we really do rely on our events here at Daisy Lodge to help income. We would do throughout the year coffee mornings, craft fairs at Christmas time. Our annual Santa Grotto's coming up this 13th to the 15th of December, where we will be running that down in Narnia, which is a great key event every year, annual event, very popular. Apparently it's talked about at the school gates, that people love it. And we also have this year, we have a Winter Wonderland Ball that we're hosting in Daisy Lodge, corporate events. It's great for businesses and stuff, you know, to come to. And then we also have the bog run, great team building day for the community for to come to, and it's on the 6th of October. And Christmas time, we also have it all wrapped up. So that's kind of some of the events that we have coming up to the run up of Christmas. So great way to raise funds.
And as you say, fundraising it's so important. I can't believe that you only get 0.5% of funding. And how much does it cost to run a centre like
this event, it takes 2.4 million for Cancer Fund for Children to raise every year to provide all our services. So we really do rely on our businesses, our schools, our local community to help us. So part of Daisy Lodge, we want to create income as well here through those events. And part of that there, we've just developed a new corporate package.
And I can see corporate-wise and facility-wise, you have it all here. So, and as you say, if companies are able to meet that CSR requirement, because CSR is so important in businesses now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there is a responsibility there to be able to give back. So what sort of facilities do you have here that enables corporate events or conferences or to be able to come here and be able to be held?
Well, we would do a lot of fundraising events in Daisy Lodge, but we have been approached from some of our charity partners, you know, well, could we hold our meeting here? And it kind of developed through that, and we realised that we have an amazing facility here. And so we decided to put a package together where we could have, you know, put that out there for a donation, that they can use our facilities from Daisy Lodge from a small meeting, and we could take up to a large group, up to 80, from a conference, just even if they want to come down from a team building day, for meetings. And it's really to give them that space. And the flip of that there is that all the money comes back to Daisy Lodge, that they are getting a service, but their money will come straight back into Daisy Lodge to provide their services and support families as impacted by cancer.
Which is amazing. And I can imagine in my mind, it's just even here, it's like a retreat. You've got the more mountains in the background, the facilities are world class, you've got that personalised service. I can imagine coming down here as a retreat for your staff, or to, have a team building event would be just absolutely amazing.
It's fantastic. We have a fantastic hospitality team here that can deliver like a high standard of service to this. We can deliver it, and so rather than going to a hotel, you can come to Daisy Lodge and have that, and you're kind of set away, come away from the office, come to Daisy Lodge, have your meeting here, looking out over the moors, peaceful, quiet, loads of time to create that space and just have time as a team to come away, and in that there that money will come straight back for that service back to Daisy Lodge. And we can also do accommodation, so if you want to come away and have a retreat and an overnight stay, we have a massive facility here. We do all the catering and great team. We have Taste of Ulster members where we do believe in locally sourced and good products. So but yeah, we actually have a fantastic service here to offer to every business out there.
Yeah, and I've been down to the bedrooms and the spa, and believe me, I feel like booking myself in for a retreat. The facilities are absolutely beautiful, and back to, as you say, that personalised space where you're not in just a conference room in an anonymous hotel. You've actually got that really personalised
You'll have
space.
that exclusive space for your group, and we will look after you to that high standard where you can have that space. And as you say, it's not like if you're in a hotel where there's other groups and other stuff going on. You'll have that private space here, and it's, yes, absolutely a great location to have it.
And at the same time, you're supporting that sustainability, because as you said, fundraising is essential because you don't get funding from other areas. So in order to be able to be sustainable as a charity and to be able to continue to offer these services, you're really relying on being able to use the facilities in different ways and being a bit more creative.
Absolutely. For us to run our services, we need income to do that, and this is a great way of doing that we can offer a service to somebody who's getting something, and that we're actually giving a good high standard of service, but in return our money will directly support those families as impacted by cancer and give a family a short break here at Daisy Lodge.
Yeah, because I love that idea as well, that, the corporate social responsibility, it's so important. It's so important within companies, and it is about supporting charities and supporting community groups and all of that. But as you say, actually, the businesses are getting something back. It's not like they're just donating their time or they're donating their money, but actually by coming and having an event here or having a retreat or whatever, they're actually getting something in return for their money as well.
For me, there's like a feel-good factor that we can offer something. We can offer a really good service here and say, look, come use our facilities. We can offer you what you need, but in return, that your donation is going to support those families. So it's in both ways. It's really, really good. That's our key tour, and it's location where we're sitting here in the Moor Mountains and just come away from the city, the office, and come and just spend that time here in Daisy Lodge, where you have time for inspiration and just come away and have your team building day or have your meetings here. It's a fantastic facility.
Just get some headspace.
Some headspace, absolutely. Have that headspace to think and have a great hospitality here at Daisy Lodge.
Yeah, and I'm thinking too as well, can you imagine bringing international clients here?
Absolutely. And one of our beautiful locations of the Moor, right here in the foot of the Moor Mountains, it would be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd be very proud to show them this area, so absolutely.
And has it been a challenge for you as a hospitality manager, I suppose, to think out of the box and to make that change from this is the services that we offer, but how can we offer more?
I think so. I think it's something that always kind of with being in this hospitality industry and seeing the facility we have and realising, we could be doing on our quieter times, there's so much more we could offer. And it's just with some of our charity partners saying to us, we would love, to use your facilities for our meetings. And then it all developed through that over the last couple of years and realised this could be much, much more. We could have income coming in for this, you know, from through donations and providing a service. So it's developed into that there, like from whether it's a conference space, whether it's a small meeting space, and we can do so much with full catering provided in that.
And as you say, it's about overcoming those challenges and being able to say, do you know what, how can we actually flip this a little bit? How can we tweak that, change that?
Absolutely.
And being able to facilitate so much happening here, because as you say, maybe now it's coming into your quiet time, schools have come back.
That's it. Kids are back to school. We've had just over a really, really busy summer, July and August. We had over 107 families over those 2 months who had availed of a short break over the summer. So really, really end of a really, really successful, busy summer, and families had an amazing time. But now we get into September, kids have gone back to school, you know, kids are way back to uni, and so we have that wee bit of quieter time September, and it can be that wee bit quieter midweeks. Weekends will always be busy, and that space is for families. But that midweek break, we just thought like we could maximise our income.
Yes.
And having that corporate package and having, you know, visitors down and creating events. So, and we're good. We were doing it a long time, even though this package is new to us. But we've been doing this. We've been delivering a high standard of hospitality for a long time here at Daisy Lodge. So this is a really good way that we can actually promote, you know, our midweeks and having that and creating income coming in from that.
Yeah, and back to the events as well, because I know that you hold 3 to 4 events every year, so obviously it's something that you're experienced in as well.
Absolutely, we've been doing events. We always would do like create, you know, it's creating fundraising and creating these events that we can bring people down to Daisy Lodge, and it's about like showing them what we do, and we kind of create different events throughout the year. From our coffee mornings where we can have our local community coming in and seeing what we do, and going from Christmas time to our Santa's Grotto where that can be created for families, where families can come down and see what we kind of our area. Then going into our fundraising events, our dinner nights is where we can have our corporate groups, and so really creating events for different areas within our fundraising and creating that. And we would have open days and where we'd have people down to see our facilities. So it's creating lots and lots of different events, bringing people in, let them see our services and what we do, and in that there we can create income coming in from that. So a lot happens.
Yeah, and all the events are run in-house?
All in-house by our own team.
Brilliant.
We're all great team, and in some of our dinner nights we would also have some of our local chefs, great local community down here, where some of our local chefs will come in and help our team, you know, because our larger events, and we have a small team here. We have an amazing group of volunteers as well that would help us. So from our volunteers and our core hospitality team, we would deliver those events.
And that's amazing, the fact that you're delivering them yourselves as well. You're not having to outsource that or pay money out as well. So it's constantly trying to use the resource that you have and maximise it as much as you can.
I think we have just this amazing location, amazing building of Daisy Lodge, and fantastic facility, and a great team here at Daisy Lodge, great hospitality team that are professional and deliver this to a very high standard and treat every individual group personal and look after them very, very well, and we give them a kind of high standard of service when they're here.
The charity sector is very challenging. There's a lot of charities out there. Everybody's vying for funding.
Absolutely, and you know, it takes so much to run Daisy Lodge and our services out there, and there's so many charities out there, and you need to be, you know, that's why we need to create these events and create our hospitality package just to add to that, kind of to help us with that funding.
Yeah, and as you say, when people are coming to support the charity, something can be given back.
Absolutely.
And there's a give and take relationship there,
Absolutely.
which you don't always get.
Absolutely. I feel that, you know, we don't want to feel that we're just asking for money, and that's what's so amazing about this, is like we're offering service here to come to Daisy Lodge and to give something, they get something back.
Yeah. So one question about the corporate packages, obviously you can create those bespoke as well.
Absolutely, we can design these corporate packages to everybody's needs, and I think that's what's unique about them. They're not standardised. We have a hospitality package which we just have designed, but each individual group, we can design that to their own needs.
Well, thank you so much, Joan, for having us down here at Daisy Lodge today. It's been absolutely amazing. The facilities are amazing. The packages that you're able to offer are amazing. But I think it's back to what you're doing for people who, and families and children who are suffering with cancer, giving them this space, this time, and just showing them that life will get back to normal at some point is so important. So thank you so much for actually having us down here and actually allowing us to experience it and see all the amazing things that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. It was lovely to have you down to see our facilities. Thank you, Michelle.
That's us from ProfileTree TV today, up in the Mourne Mountains. And if you do really want to support Cancer Fund for Children, or if you're looking to book some sort of business package or corporate package, you'll find the details for Joan.
So yes, if anybody's interested in booking a hospitality package here in Daisy Lodge, we're putting our my email address and the number will be up on the website. So please contact us. We'll be delighted to hear from you. And so yes, please contact us.
Yep, contact them. And that's all from us at ProfileTree today in the Mourne Mountains, and we will see you soon.